Hello and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be doing a review and telling you my very definite opinions on the Laqa Prickly Pear Gloss. I received this in my February Ipsy. I've been testing it for a little while now. I have done reviews on Laqa & Co products before. I reviewed both a sort of cream pink highlighter way back at the start of my channel, as well as their Cloud Lips lip product. They do seem to have changed a little bit, so we'll talk a tiny little bit about the company in this video. I'll tell you about this product, I will show you the application and tell you what I think of it, and there will be timestamps in the description bar for all of that. Also, do you like my very glowy natural look today? There are actually no powder products whatsoever on my face. Very natural, incredibly natural, but it's like primer, foundation, cream blush, some liquid highlight, and then some setting spray on there. And I'm enjoying it for a very, very natural look. When I first did a review on Laqa & Co, they seem to have a focus on different artists and having different artists create specific packaging for their products. And I think the artist who designed it got a little bit of funds from each product. I'm not 100% sure of that. And they did a lot of nail polish, I believe, when I first reviewed them. In doing this review, I went back to the site and they seem to have changed to focus a bit more on products. And I don't see any of the packaging that has sort of those specific individualized artist looks to them. So they now just call themselves Laqa, and they say that Laqa is a New York-based cosmetics brand that's about more than just beauty. We offer uber convenience as standard, and each of our formulas are more than beautiful and luxe, they're actually nourishing. Laqa was born from the void, a group of go-getting women found with traditional beauty products, always having to choose between good formulas and good looks. But with Laqa, we no longer had to settle, and we could have a little bit of everything we always search for, and we're just getting started. Based in New York City on the Lower East Side, we're inspired every day by the city that seems to never sleep and the art that makes up the place we live. Each Laqa product is your own piece of art in its own way, with bold colors and patterns, luxe material, and our show-stopping formulas to keep you fabulous always from the boardroom to the bar. I did enjoy originally when they had the different kind of artwork, and while they still reference that in their description, I don't see it as much when I'm looking through their products. And the idea that, you know, there's a void of products with good ingredients that perform well, I don't feel like that's true anymore. I don't feel like it's been that way for quite a while. There are a lot of brands out there that make really good performing products that are also natural or vegan or cruelty-free or full of great ingredients, all of those things. So I don't think that on its own is enough to define a brand. But that is what they describe themselves as being. They do sell makeup, not full lines, but they have lip products, eyeshadow palettes, highlighters, a number of things, and they're all priced fairly well. They are a little bit above drugstore, but not what you would pay at Sephora. This product is their Prickly Pear pH Gloss, and if you actually want to buy this little sample, it'll be $5, or if you get a full size, it will be $15, and that's in US prices. This is described as not your average lip stain. This gloss goes on a gorgeous pink, but also reacts with your lip's natural pH for the perfect prickly pear inspired pink stain. This kiss-proof stain will be your new go-to for that perfect pink pout. Wear alone for a perfect pink touch, or over any lipstick for a boosted, glossy, and pigmented finish. And that is as much as they say about this. So let me go into review and application. To start with, this does have a gorgeous fruity scent, a very juicy fruity scent. It almost smells like fruit juice or a fruit punch. It is a very pleasant smell. Let me zoom you in and show you the application. I'm going to first apply this without anything else on my lips and show you what I have found with this gloss. So you can see it's a very sheer pink until I start trying to build it up a bit. So I find in wearing this that it's a little bit patchy. It's a bright color, but you can still see my lips through it, which makes sense because it's a gloss. But at the same time, when I try to even it out, it then bunches up in places, which makes more of the color. And the other thing is, this is not a very sticky gloss. It feels very watery, which means you're more likely to move it around and then have it actually go outside your lip line or gather in different places. And then it's really noticeable because it's so pigmented. When it goes outside your lip line, it looks like it's just smudged all over the place. This is probably the best application of this that I've done so far in testing it. But there's also like, it just gathers and there's little bits that happen for me anyway. And it just seems to not do what I want it to do. Now, to also show you how this applies over top of another product, I've put on some of my Tartist lip paint. This is in the shade Rosé. Because this dries down really quickly, it performs very well, and I know this quite well. And now let's put a little bit of gloss over top of it. And again, I find that it sort of gathers in certain places, and I have to be so careful with it not moving outside my lip line because it is such a liquidy gloss that is so pigmented with this very bright pink color. I mean, it doesn't look bad right now, but it requires a lot of fiddling around with to make it work. So for me, this is not the kind of gloss that I love. If I want it to have a more impactful color, I'd be much more likely to wear a brighter lipstick and then layer a gloss on top that is a little bit less pigmented. Or if you're going to give me a very pigmented gloss, and I should have brought in, I have a NYX gloss that is like a really, really deep color, but it's a lot tackier and stickier so that it's not going to move around as much on my mouth, and I'm not going to risk getting it all outside my lip line. As far as glosses, I really love, I've done reviews before on this Belle en Argent gloss and this Adesi gloss. Both of these I keep with me all the time because they both add a lovely glow and they are very nourishing for the lips. They feel like they're really protecting them. I don't get that from this. It has such a thin feel to it. And again, it's just, if you're gonna give me something pigmented, I need it to stay in place and not be patchy. And unfortunately, this is not what I'm looking for. So while, you know, I think it's fun to have a bright pink gloss and it smells delightful, it's gonna be a pass from me. But I would love to know what you think of this if you received it in your Ipsy subscription, or if you purchased one yourself. Let me know down in the comments. I do try to respond to every comment that I get. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will see all of you in my next video. Bye.